Dear friends and followers, welcome to Bravo Architects. Now that I'm in Belgrade, I wanted to share with you a few facts about architecture in Belgrade. На факты.
А на факты. Назовите мне хотя бы один факт, а на факты. Назовите мне хотя бы один факт.
So, as I walk around the city and discover the beautiful architecture, I started wondering about their historical and architectural values in the previous times. So my favorite is the National Museum building in Belgrade. We can easily see the Baroque architecture on the facade. It was constructed in 1844, unbelievably amazing. It is the largest and the oldest museum in the city. So on the same square, right next to it, there is the National Theatre building. These are the buildings that were constructed in 19th century. So in the 19th century, the city was transformed into a contemporary architecture from neoclassicism and romanticism. And the National Theatre building, which was built in 1869, was influenced by Art Nouveau, as well as some other buildings like Old Palace in Serbian, Stari Dvor, hope I pronounced it correctly, and St. Michael's Cathedral, National Assembly building, and National Museum building. So an interesting fact about National Assembly building is its first stone was laid by the Serbian king Peter Karađorđević in 1907. As soon as I stood in front of the building, I was just shocked by the beauty of it. It's a fascinating building. It's so magnificent, and I don't think that the words can describe its beauty. And next, I want to talk a little bit about churches and religious architecture. So, St. Mark Church is a Serbian Orthodox church, which was built in 1940. It's a Serbo-Byzantine architectural style. When the first time I saw the building and I realized that there was something different with this church compared to the other buildings in the city. So in order to give you this interesting fact about this church, I have to tell you the story of the name of the city first. In the Ottoman Empire, one of the emperors gave the city a new name, which is Beograd. In today's Serbian, they also name it as Beograd. And basically that means white city. Beo meaning white, grad meaning the city. And when you generally look at the buildings, the buildings are mostly white or its tones. But this building was a bit darker, and I think this is a distinguishing fact about St. Mark's Church. So next religious building is St. Sava Temple. Before telling you when it was constructed, I think I have to wear this. I'm gonna freeze out otherwise. St. Sava Temple was constructed in 1935. It's one of the largest churches in the country, and elements of Neo-Byzantine architecture are presented on the facade. When the first time I saw the building, I thought it was really similar to the one that was in Sofia. You can see that in the second Sofia vlog in my videos. I'll put it on the cards up in the corner. Yeah, so next I want to talk a little bit about Yugoslavian architecture. In the end of the Second World War, just like other European countries, they also probably started implementing this architectural principle, which is form follows the function. And we can see it a little bit on the archives of Yugoslavia building. Today, the building functions as the Museum of History of Yugoslavia. So another cool fact about Yugoslavian architecture is, I think it's because being a socialist federal republic, just like the Union of Soviet Social Republics, we can see the similar utopic buildings in residential areas. When I researched about it, I saw some crazy examples. When I was traveling to Avara Park, I witnessed one of those buildings, and it's really crazy to live in buildings like that in the 20th century and those periods of times. So that's it for today's video, guys. Thank you for watching it. Don't forget to subscribe to Bravo Architects, and as usual, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.